All right, the first four problems have domain restrictions, and that's what we've been doing all year. But when you get to E, there's no domain restriction, and what that means is we have to represent all the names of that location. So cosine is equal to a half here and here, where this is a half, which makes this 30 degrees, which makes this 60 degrees, which makes the angle on top of a 3. The name of this is pi over 3, and this guy is 5 pi over 3. Now, when there's no domain restriction, we can keep going around the circle. So, for example, if I go around the circle and I end up here, I am at now the location 7 pi over 3. And if I went all the way around and I went around and ended up here at this one, I would be at 11 pi over 3. Well, hopefully you can see that that would take forever. And we don't want to write all these down. That would be silly. So you're going to notice that to go around a circle over and over and over and over again, all we're doing is adding 2 pi to the previous answer. So we got pi over 3 for our first one, then 7 pi over 3, which is exactly 2 pi around. So basically, we just need to tell it to add 2 pi to this answer over and over and over and over and over. So writing pi over 3 plus 2 pi n. Now n is any integer, so you go around the circles a number of times, an infinite number of times, and you end up with all the different names of this location. So if I let n be 0 right here, I would get pi over 3, because this would just give me nothing. If I let n be 1, I would get 7 pi over 3. If I let n be 2 and 3 and 4, etc., I would get them all. So that's a way to represent all the names of this location, since it has an infinite number of names, since there was no domain restriction. This location right here, 5 pi over 3, plus 2 pi n. So it's already taken what you know and writing plus 2 pi n at the end of it. But we will have some freedoms, and when we do the non-specials is when you're really going to like the freedoms. But I'll show you right here with this one. This angle right here was pi over 3, and this angle right here we said was 5 pi over 3, but I could have given this angle a different name. I could have called it negative pi over 3, which it is, which means that this angle here, which is pi over 3, this one right here, which is negative pi over 3, I could have done plus or minus pi over 3 plus 2 pi n. done that to represent both of these locations. Let's try F. Sine is equal to square root of 3 over 2, which is here and here. 60 degrees. Pi over 3. 2 pi over 3. And now we just stick plus 2 pi n at the end of that. Barely read that. So pi over 3 plus 2 pi n and 2 pi over 3 plus 2 pi n. Make sense? All right, so do the rest of those like you have done in the past and write plus 2 pi n at the end of each of your answers. And let's take a look at these non-specials. So the first 4 have domain restrictions. So let's fast forward to number 5 here. Get sine by itself. Head to the calculator. So sine is positive here and here. Calculator just gave you that right there. 0.536. And then we would need to find this guy over here by doing pi minus that. 2.606. Stick plus 2 pi n plus 2 pi n at the end of each of those. Okay. So let's do this cosine one here, number 6. So cosine is positive to the right. So now here's the cool thing. 0.792 is this guy right here. It's the same length as this right here. Now when we have a domain restriction, we have to rename this guy going in a counterclockwise fashion. But because there's no domain restriction, we can name this guy right here whatever we want to. So what's the easiest name to name this guy right here? Negative this. Negative 0.792. That's the easiest. So we can just put plus or minus 0.792 plus 2 pi n. So then you'll really like it when sine is negative. Number 7 here. Sine, let's see, negative 1.6 over 11.2. Calculator. 1.6, 11.2. Negative 0.143. Since there's no domain restriction, we can have this be an answer. We don't have to go counterclockwise. We can actually go with that and write plus 2 pi n next to that. But we still need to find this guy right here, so we do have to calculate him, which is going to be 0.143 past pi. So pi minus previous answer is going to plus it 3.285. 3.285. There's your 2 answers. Okay, do your best. Try to complete all these. And enjoy your weekend, and I hope to see you on Monday.